channel Study More. I am Moushami Pal and today I am going to discuss about the parts of a leaf. As you all know that leaf is the most important part of the plant as it performs photosynthesis. So today I will discuss about the different parts of a leaf. So let's start the video. So just see the picture over here. This is the picture of the parts of a leaf. Okay, so what is a leaf basically? This one I will explain the diagram, but let me first tell you the definition of a leaf. What is a leaf? Leaf is actually the flat and the green parts of the shoot. Okay, you know very well what is a shoot. The two main parts of the plant are actually root and shoot. The portion of the plant which is under the soil is known as root, and the portion of the plant which is above the soil is known as what? Shoot. Now leaf is one of the important part of the shoot, that is it lies above the soil. Okay, so the leaf is the flat and green parts of the shoot that grow laterally. And what is the meaning of laterally growing something? Laterally means sideways. If it is growing sideways, or you can also say that if it is growing in a horizontal direction, so that is known as laterally growing something, lateral growth. Okay, from the nodes of the stem are the leaves. Now what do you mean by the nodes of the stem? Node means the part of the stem where the flowers, branches and leaves first start to grow. Suppose if you consider this is to be the stem, and suppose from here the leaf is growing, from here the leaf is growing in this way. So this portion will be considered as the node. Okay, nodes of the stem. And the difference between the two nodes, or the region between two successive nodes, is known as internode. Okay, so the leaf is actually growing from the nodes of the stem, and generally we see that leaf contains a green pigment called chlorophyll. That's why it is green in color. But don't think that always all the leaves are green in color. If it is green in color, then it is due to the presence of chlorophyll. But sometimes it is non-green, and when it is non-green, it means that this chlorophyll pigment is not present at all. Now next I will discuss about the parts of the plant. So let us see. So parts of the plant, the first one is the leaf blade or the lamina. So what is leaf blade or lamina? Just see the green, flat, broad and expanded part of the leaf is called the lamina or the leaf blade. It is mostly green in color due to the presence of chlorophyll. So let us come back to the diagram in order to explain it to you. So which portion is the leaf blade or the lamina? Now if you see this portion, this whole green portion, can you see? So this green flat, broad and expanded part of the plant, part of the leaf is called the lamina or the leaf blade. As you can see, it is a green in color, so it is mostly green in color, and this green color is due to the pigment, which is very important pigment, since it helps in the process of photosynthesis also, and the name of the pigment is chlorophyll. Okay, so now I will discuss about the next thing, that is the next point is leaf margin. So what is leaf margin? Let us see. The outer edge of lamina or leaf blade is called leaf margin. So again let us see the diagram. Now which one is leaf margin? Just see, this one is leaf margin, that is the outer edge. Can you see? In this way the outer edge is drawn. So this outer edge is known as the leaf margin. I hope this one is clear to you. Now the next topic or the next point is leaf base. So what is leaf base? Let us see. The area at the base of the leaf stalk is the leaf base. The spelling is given over here is wrong. The spelling will be STALK. Okay. So the leaf, the area of the base of the leaf stalk is the leaf base. Here leaf is attached to the stem. Okay, let us see the diagram in order to make you understand. Now which portion is the leaf base over here? Can you see this portion? This portion I'm talking about. This portion, this is the leaf base. Why? Because here you can see that the leaf is attached to the stem. Okay, so this portion is known as the leaf base. Clear. Now next I will discuss about the leaf stalk. Leaf stalk or petiole. So what is leaf stalk or petiole? The short stalk connecting the leaf base with the leaf blade is called the petiole, and an axillary bud is present in the axil of the leaf. So first let me tell you what is axillary bud. Axillary bud means a bud that develops in the axil of a leaf of a plant. Okay, let me discuss all this with the help of this diagram so that you can understand. Okay, petiole is this portion is the petiole. Okay, this portion is the petiole, means the portion of the short stalk which connects this leaf base with the leaf blade. This portion is the leaf blade, okay, and this is the leaf base. So this short stalk is known as the petiole. Now let me discuss about this portion, that is axillary bud. So what is this axillary bud? Axillary bud is this portion. Can you see the small bud present in the axil of the leaf? Now what is axil? Axil means the angle which is formed between the stem and the leaf. That is known as the axil of the leaf. Okay, so axillary bud is a bud that develops in the axil of a leaf of a plant. Okay, now axillary buds develop from the nodes. Nodes I have already discussed. So from the nodes of the stem, this axillary buds actually develop, and it helps to become a new stem. So with the help of this bud, a new stem can develop. Sometimes from axillary buds, instead of branches, now this type of branches are known as axillary shoot. So from this axillary bud, sometimes flowers also arises, and when flowers arises from this axillary buds, then they are known as floral buds. Okay, I hope this one is clear to you. So now I will discuss the next point. So let us see which one is the next point. This petiolate leaves. Okay, now I will discuss about petiolate leaves. Okay, so what are petiolate leaves? Majority of the leaves are with petiole, and so they are called petiolate leaves. So if the petiole is present, then it is known as petiolate leaves. Then we have to know the example of petiolate leaves. The example of petiolate leaves are hibiscus. Okay, hibiscus is the example of the petiolate leaves. In case of hibiscus plant, we find this type of petiolate leaves. Now next I will discuss about the sessile leaves. Now what is the meaning of sessile leaves? The leaves which are without stalk or petiole are called sessile leaves. When this petiole is not present, then that is known as sessile leaves. Now these sessile leaves are mainly present in the poppy plant. Okay, there are other examples also, but here I have taken poppy as the example. Now next I will discuss about leaf apex. So what is a leaf apex? The tip of the leaf blade or lamina is called the leaf apex. So if you see this diagram, then you can easily understand this leaf apex, that is this portion. Okay, so this is the tip of the leaf. So this tip of the leaf is known as the leaf apex. Okay, so now I will discuss about the next point. Let's see which is the next point now. The next point is the midrib. So what is midrib? Now midrib actually it runs through the middle of the lamina from base to apex, and it is the continuation of the petiole. Okay, now first let me discuss this portion. Okay, so let us go back to the diagram. So just see, this is the middle portion. Can you see the middle portion of the leaf? So this middle portion of the leaf is known as this one is known as what? This is known as midrib. Now if you see this picture carefully, you will see that actually it is the continuation of what? It is the continuation of the petiole only. Okay, petiole is outside the leaf blade. When this portion is outside the leaf blade, then that is known as petiole. And when this same petiole enters inside the leaf blade, then the term becomes what? Then it is known as midrib. Okay, so in other words, we can also say that midrib is the continuation of the petiole. Now, can you see from this midrib, these fine branches are arising? So, these fine branches or fine lateral branches, what is the meaning of lateral? I've already told you that is the side branches. Sideways, if someone is moving sideways, then that is known as lateral. Okay. So, the fine lateral branches arising from the midrib are called the veins. So, these are known as what? Veins. The middle portion is known as midrib. This middle portion is known as midrib. And the lateral branches which are arising from the midrib are known as what? Are known as veins. Okay, I hope this one is clear to you. So let me show it once again, that this portion is midrib, that is the middle portion, and the lateral branches which is arising is known as veins. The middle portion is midrib and this one is veins. And can you see the small branches arising from the veins also? So that is known as what? That is known as veinlets. Veinlets. Okay, so that is known as veinlets. So one thing will come to your mind. Then what is the function of this petiole, midrib, veins and veinlets? So what is the function of this? Now, mainly it conducts water and food. Okay, they help to conduct water and food. Now, you know very well that for the process of photosynthesis to take place, leaf needs what? Leaf needs water. So, roots actually suck the water and then it distributes with the help of different tissues, mainly through xylem, it distributes it. And when it reaches the leaf, now this water is sprayed with the help of this petiole, midrib, veins and veinlets. And after the food is produced with the help of the process of photosynthesis, then the produced food is actually conducted with the different parts of the leaf with the help of this veinlets, midrib and petiole. Okay, now next I will discuss about that what is the other function of these veins. Okay, one function though I have already said, that one of the function is to conduct water and food. Now another function is that it also provides a supportive framework to the leaves. Now in our case, we are the human beings. In our case, we have seen that we have a skeletal system, we have bones which provide a supportive framework to our body. In case of leaves, these veins provide a supportive framework to the leaves. So these are the two functions of the leaves. So these all are the parts of the leaf. I hope this one is clear to you. I have already discussed all the important parts of the leaf. If you find this video to be helpful, then please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for your time. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.